Good morning, children. Good afternoon. So, in continuation of my earlier lesson, energy from the sun, I have been discussing various points which tells you how temperature changes from place to place, time to time, season to season. So, these are the so many factors which contribute for the variation of the temperature. So, this is the topic which I already put heading in the last class. So now I will write the topic which I am going to. This is the 10th topic. Inversion of temperature. Inversion of, write on the board clearly. Inversion of temperature. Now, to understand what is inversion of temperature, I will give you two examples. So, after completion of these two examples, we understand what is inversion of temperature, where it takes place, in what season it takes place, we understand. So, before I am going in detail to the topic, inversion of temperature, I already made a general statement that I am writing. For every 1000 meters of elevation, meters, so MTS stands for meters, elevation or ascent, ascent means going up, 1000 meters, so already I wrote 1000 meters. The temperature decreases 6 degrees centigrade. So whenever we are going from the plane area, that is the starting point, how you compare a mountain or elevation with the sea level. If you think sea level is 0, then you compare any other landform basing on sea level. So I am talking about the 1000 meters of ascent or elevation. That means that is altitude, the height from the sun. You have to understand, altitude means the height from the sun. You should remember this term. Up to 10th class, this term is useful. Latitude, altitude, though it should not be confused. So altitude is the height above the sea level. So that will affect the temperature. So for every 1000 meters of elevation or ascent, 6 degrees, the temperature decreases at 6 degrees. ప్రతి 1000 మీటర్ల ఎత్తుకి మనం వెళ్ళే కొలది ఒక 6 డిగ్రీల టెంపరేచర్ పడిపోతుంది. So that's why hill stations are which are above from the sea level. So there you feel very calm, cool place. So you enjoy the hill station because they are elevated above the sea level. So normally when compared to the sea level, the temperatures here are very less. So take the Kakinada. What is the altitude? What is the sea level of Kakinada? So Kakinada is 6 meters above the sea level. So 3 meters or 6 feet, 3 meters, 6 feet, 6 yards అనుకోండి, అంటే 6 గజాలు 3 మీటర్లు సముద్రం ఎత్తు నుంచి. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద యావరేజ్ హైట్. But some places of Kakinada is below sea level. There is two heights, above the sea level, at the sea level, below sea level. So below sea level generally have lot of very horrible గా ఉంటుంది, torture, sultry that we are experiencing already in Kakinada. Some places, if you go to Thuni is 30 feet above the sea level. Ours is hardly some 6 yards or 3 meters above the sea level. So that will not change any temperature. So we will be very hot throughout the year. You don't have any much change. That is the only in winter season there you have some comfort. That is the December, January month. So now This is the general theory. So temperature should decrease when you are going up into the sky, elevation. But in some conditions, this will not happen. Instead of decreasing temperature with the elevation, sometimes the temperature will not decrease. Even it goes up. పైకి కొద్ది వేడి తగ్గాలి కదా. కొన్ని ప్రాంతాల్లో టెంపరేచర్ స్టడీగా ఉండిపోతుంది, పైకి వెళ్తున్న కొద్ది ఒక్కోసారి పెరుగుతుంది కూడా. పెరగటం మన స్టేట్మెంట్ ప్రకారం తగ్గాలి కదా ప్రతి 1000. సో ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ 1000 there should be decrease of 6 degrees temperature. But in some places the temperature will stay stagnant without decreasing, and even it increases with height. So for this I will give two example. One is I am drawing a picture. From this you can understand what is the example. I am drawing here a picture. You can see the picture. So this is the picture I am drawing. This is the land surface. This is the surface, land surface. So from here, when you are going up into the sky, temperature normally decreases. That happened. But in some areas, I will show you how they look like. This is not everywhere. It will be like this. You understand what is this? This is a valley. This is the valley. This is the valley. This is the place where so many cities are there. So many cities are there. Hills are there, mountains are, people are living. But this is the valley. Valley is deeper than the place where we are standing. So when you are standing here, you see deep valley. Valley is a gap between two mountains. So this type of mountains and valleys are existing in the middle latitude. The latitude which are located in European countries. So this will not happen. Valleys are there even in India also. Aruku Valley. Nothing happened. This will not apply to here in our India. This applies only in European countries. So that is we call middle latitude. That is around 35-40 degrees of latitudes. What is middle latitudes? So the whole 90 degrees latitudes can be divided into lower latitudes. So lower latitudes are, so this is the picture I am drawing, very close to the equator. All the latitudes are called lower latitudes. When you are crossing these lower latitudes, you will come across middle latitude. So North India cannot comes under the middle latitude. When you go to the European countries, that is 40 degrees around, 35-40 degrees. So this is the place, middle latitude. So some landforms are there which are called intermountain valleys. So I am writing this valley is a not ordinary valley. Intermountain. What is intermountain means? Mountain means nothing but mountains. Inter is in between. This valley is surrounded by in all directions by the mountains. So the valley is completely encircled by mountains. It is in the middle. So here Europe itself is a cold area. You need not go a hill station in Europe to be experiencing a cool temperature like India. If you want to see a cool temperature, experiencing a cool weather, you should go to a hill station. But Europe, it is not the case. Even if you stand near the seashore, it is so cool. You will be freezing. But about these valleys are much cooler. So in this condition, the temperature, let us see here, minus degrees, 5 degrees. I am here mentioning in the valley 5 degrees temperature. So coming here 5 degrees 1 degree. This is minus, you remember, 0 degree is the freezing point. Below 0 is 1 degree. 0 degree. This is the 0 degree. So gradually, this is the minus degree. This is minus 0 degree. This is 0 degree. Gradually, when it comes here, so this is, I will rub and put the temperature here, scale. So this is the 0 degree. This is 5 degrees. See here, bottom of the valley is minus 5 degrees. Middle of the valley 0 degrees. When you come to the level of the ground where valley upper part and the land are coming to the same line, there is 5 degrees. So 5 degrees itself is a cooler for as per our standards is concerned, our area is concerned. But in the middle of the valley, the minus 5 degrees temperature, when you are going up, the temperature should go further below minus 5 degrees, but it is increasing. From minus 5 degrees to 0 degrees increase. And once it comes to the level of the ground, where the valley top bottom join the earth surface where ordinary people and villages, towns are located, is 5 degrees. The temperature is rising instead of declining. So this is the inversion. Here the statement does not stand valid. So according to the statement, temperature should fall down. So 5 అయితే ఇక్కడ 10 -10 వెళ్ళాలి, ఇక్కడ -20 వెళ్ళాలి, కానీ అలా అవట్లేదు, టెంపరేచర్ పెరుగుతుంది. This is inversion of temperature. This only happens during the winter season. So what is the reason ante? So you know, hot winds and the cold winds are different weights. On the surface of the earth, dense air is existing, very tightly packed air, because gravity of the earth is pulling all the atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but mixture of gases which are pulled and kept on the very close surface of the earth. So it is denser. When you go into the sea bottom, the pressure increases. We cannot swim even with ordinary swimsuit. We have to wear a special suit like astronauts use in the space. So that will withstand the pressure of the sea. So here also the cool wind coming from the surface, being weighted, goes into the top. Cooler wind from the top portion of the land, being weighted, being have a more weight, it will go into the bottom of the valley. There the cool temperature exists. Once, so that means when compared to the land at the top of the valley, the temperature in the bottom of the valley is very less. So cool air is heavier, that will always go toward the low-lying areas and sticks to the ground because of the gravity of the earth. So this is the reason why valleys, which we call intermountain valleys, which are existing in the middle latitude European countries, will experiencing reversal of the theory. The reversal means the temperature should go down, but here -5 degrees went to 0 degrees. This is increase. You should remember, -5 to 0 degrees, from 0 degrees to 5 degrees. So temperature is increasing. Here the theory, the law is not applying to the. So this type of temperatures are existing in the intermountain valleys. That is only you don't find anywhere. So in our country, even in Himalayas, you don't experience this type of inversion of temperature. So this is one example. You understand? Inversion of temperature should decrease when you go up, but in this valley temperature is increasing instead of decreasing when you are going up from the bottom. So this is the valleys where European farmers take it very convenient and grow so many orchards. Orchards mean fruit gardens. These fruit gardens are very much want a dry, cool wind, so they grow the orchards here in the valley slopes. So this is the season where European farmers grows a lot of fruit gardens or orchards on the valleys. So only this is the winter season. So see how this is helping the farmers in Europe. So this condition is inversion of temperature which is existing in the intermountain. Intermountain is a valley. Intermountain valley is a valley surrounded by all sides by mountains. The valley is deeper and that exists in the middle latitude of 40 degrees, 35 degrees. So this is one example of inversion of temperature. So I will give you another example of inversion of temperature. So during the winter time, the grass, when you wake up in the early morning, you see the grass on the ground, the metal surfaces, you see, so dew drops are deposited on the metal like steel, and also see the water drops on the grass. So this is a beautiful scenery to watch. Photography lovers also wait for this opportunity to take beautiful photos. So in the early morning of winter, this only happens in winter. So during the early mornings of winter, if you wake up, you see the dew drops which are deposited on the grass and also on the metal surfaces like steel, iron. You see deposits of water. You will wonder why the water is deposited, who sprinkled the water. It is created by the nature, climate. What is happening in the winter? Insolation, incoming solar radiation. Daytime is lower and nighttime duration is very longer. So I already told you what is insolation. Insolation means incoming solar radiation. So it depends how much insolation the earth receives, depends on the duration of the daytime. If the daytime is more sun rays will come, more radiation will come. You will be the land surface and other areas like clouds and the trees, rivers, everything will receive some heat. The duration of daytime is longer, more insolation, more heat on the surface of the earth. But in winter, so during night time what happened? The heat is once again reflected back into the night, into the space, and by the early morning the earth becomes cooler. So that when you wake up, you feel very much relaxed because the temperature has gone down. But in winter, the duration of daytime is very lesser. So night time is longer, daytime is shorter. Moreover, the angle of the sun also very slanting. I already told you vertical direct sun rays are hotter than slanting sun rays. But during winter, angle of the sun changes. You see slanting sun rays. Moreover, daytime is lesser. Nowadays, if you wake up 5 o'clock, you see the bright sun comes. 5 o'clock, you see everything very clearly in the morning, whether you see the sun or not. But during the evening, it is taking up to 6:40. The sun still there, you see something very clearly as if it is evening. But that is not the case in winter. Early morning is late. 7 o'clock, you see slightly, very slowly, lethargically, the sun comes above the horizon. Night time, very early night, 5 o'clock. Even if you are in school, the darkness descends. By the time you reach, it will be total darkness. But it is not the case with summer. When you go to 5:30, you see lot of sunshine. So winter time, insolation, daytime is lesser. So the earth receives comparatively to summer less heat. Being nighttime, the time of reflection into the space. So this is radiation from the earth toward the space. Time has more. So temperature will decrease very quickly because the nighttime is longer. But summer, nighttime is shorter, daytime is so even nighttime we feel very hot in summer. Nighttime is longer in winter, daytime is lesser. So during the nighttime, radiation is very fast, very quick because longer night hours. So that's why on the ground the temperature decreases. The humidity from where this dew drops, water drops are coming and depositing on the grass, that is coming from the air. Everywhere there is a air. In the air, humidity is there. Humidity is nothing but water vapor present in the air. So this humidity will be converted into dew drops, because the decrease in temperature, it will freeze and deposited. So water vapor is a gaseous, it is considered gas. So this gas, water vapor, convert into liquid. Being heavier, they are deposited on the grass. So this is how the desert creatures are quenching their thirst. దాహాన్ని తీర్చుకోవడానికి ఎర్లీ మార్నింగ్ ప్రతి జీవి డెజర్ట్లో లేచి గడ్డి మీద, గడ్డి ఉంటే గడ్డి, లేకపోతే రాళ్ళ మీద ఉన్న డ్యూ డ్రాప్స్ నాకి మళ్ళీ చీకటి పడే వరకు అవి వెయిట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాయి వాటర్ కోసం, అదర్వైజ్ దే విల్ డై. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద డ్యూ డ్రాప్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ఇన్వర్షన్. యాక్చువల్లీ ఆన్ ద గ్రౌండ్, ఓన్లీ ఇన్ ద క్లౌడ్స్ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి టేక్ ప్లేస్. The water vapor forms crystals of water and float, but that is happening on the ground. Other example is fog. In winter you see fogs are everywhere, particularly dense vegetation. If you go to Kolasima, in between the coconut trees and mango groves, you see lot of fog is there. Fog is nothing but clouds that is on the ground. The clouds in the higher levels should come to the ground, because the temperature at the ground level is lower. The humidity is condensing, converting, freezing and forming a dew drops. So the crystals of water vapor which is floating in the air, which is obstructing our vision, which looks like a smoke, is called fog. So there is a difference between fog and mist. Fog is a denser area. So through fog you can't see so clearly, up to 1.5 kilometer may see. If the fog, the denser cloud formation on the ground, which we call fog, if it happens at the higher level, we call clouds. So that will be very denser, you can't drive a vehicle. So the visibility range is, if it is 1 kilometer, 1.5, it is called fog. So there is another fog like happening occurrence with this, that is called mist, M-I-S-T. Mist is nothing but fog. The difference between fog and mist is, fog is denser, mist is thinner. So through the mist you can see up to the 2.5 kilometers. So fog ki mist ki difference you understand. So that is how it happens. So this is inversion of temperature. So very interesting geography. So geography is nothing but science. The same subject can be explained hours together, but due to constraint of time, I explain in short, very simpler, very brief time. So that topic can be further, if you are very much interested, you can go to the online and websites. So much detailed information. What is the mechanism of this inversion of temperature? What are the deeper causes other than what I explained? What I explained is basics. So you understand? So that is the thing. Next, inversion of temperature maps. So we already discussed you different types of map in 6th class, 7th class. So thematic maps. Thematic maps mean theme. The temperature. India has different varieties of temperature at different places. If you want to see at a glance, at a time, what are the various temperatures that existed throughout the country, it is better to watch a temperature maps. If you, within a shorter time, you will find which different, how different temperature varies place to place. So that is temperature maps. That is also called thematic maps. So that is the how temperature maps gives an information about the different areas and their temperature. India is a vast area with a vast landform, different landform. Naturally, the temperature also varies. If a country like England, if you go and see, temperature uniformly the same all the time, very slight difference may be seen. But in some places see minus, some places you 20, 30, like that variations are there. So instead of seeing a table which gives you boredom, a temperature maps gives you at a glance. Within a short time you get all the details of different temperature, different parts of the country. These temperature maps can also be given for a particular country for a particular continent, for the whole country. So the lines which is joining equal temperatures called thermobars. Thermo means equal, thermo means heat, bars means lines. So the lines which is joining, if there is 10 degree temperature at one place, wherever 10 degree temperature there in the world, in a particular country, in a particular dish, you join the line with all the areas which have the same temperature. That line is called thermobars, thermo lines. So these lines will be showing the equal temperature. Because of these lines, we can understand the equal temperature which is existing throughout a particular district, country or continent. So this is the thing I explained. So all the main points I will once again I will tell you in the next class. Thank you very much.